Hello everyone. So today MamaQ's making, I'm making homemade chicken soup for my husband. He's a little under the weather, and another close family friend, Miss Sandy. So bear with me as I show y'all how to make this, okay? So less talking, more showing. All right, so here's the ingredients that you're going to use. Okay. Y'all know I always have a throwaway bag on here. When I'm making stuff, I have a throwaway bag, right? So it's my throwaway bag. So I'm going to clean that chicken. I put my gloves on. I have chicken quarter parts right there. Leg quarters. So just a whole chicken cut into quarters. Breast and wing, leg and thigh. I'm going to boil them in my pot of water. I have already started steaming. Carrots, onions, different color peppers. There's a half a green one I had. Just going to clean that out and use that. And I'll wash everything up. So I have two types of noodles. Here's the old-fashioned wide one. Two different brands, I should say. They're the same thing. They're just, one is Yoder's and one is Miss Miller's. They're both very good. I have two types of those. Okay. You can use either one. I'm not going to use both bags. I'll probably use a half a bag because they swell up so big. And then, you know, my celery. Celery, carrots, onions, peppers are considered a miracle in the cooking world. I'm a basic home cook, but I learned from other cooks and chefs terminology. Because you want to know what you're talking about, right? So I'm just going to chop up a few of these carrots here. And they're already peeled and stuff, so that's why I bought them like that. I didn't feel like doing that. Try to cut down time and make it easy as possible, right? Right. So let's get started. I'm going to start cleaning. It'll be quiet. Probably put some music on for you guys. Okay, let me get my gloves. So, okay, this is the water I started to boil in this pot here. I've already added my spices and seasonings. I'm going to add the chicken. So I added granulated garlic, about 2 tablespoons, maybe 3. Just depends on how much you want. I've added black pepper, 3 cubes of Weiler's chicken. This is for flavoring. Here's your, I added a heaping tablespoon of chicken base. This one's gluten-free, so they do come gluten-free for those who have gluten allergies. And you see here the picture. That's one of the main things as far as soups. It's a base. It gives it a good flavor. Some granulated onion powder. And a little bit of sage. You have to be real careful with this. Ground sage. Probably about a tablespoon at that, at best. So now I'm about to put the chicken in. I've already washed my chicken off and cleaned it. So this will boil about 45 minutes to an hour. That might have been 2 pieces. Oh, that was 1. Ooh. See, you gotta stand back. So I wear aprons and I stand back. Y'all see that? That one slipped. All right. There you go. And oh, I also added 2 bay leaves in here. I have a thing of bay leaves that I buy. And I added 2 of them in there. And some salt to the water. Not a lot because that chicken base is salty. So you have to be very careful about adding salt to the water. But I did add a little bit of salt. And that's that. So, you let this do its thing for about 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm going to go and wash my veggies and chop them up. Be right back. So now we're going to add the veggies to the broth, the stock cooking. I put some veggies in the stock. So this lid is just probably a little hot. So just to be safe. Look at that. I will strain this. But in here, bring it a little closer to you guys. I have the peppers. I've chopped up the peppers and onions. This is a rough chop. Okay, because these are going to get strained off. This is just to give added flavor to the stock for the broth. Okay, see that? Isn't that pretty? Look at the colors. That's gorgeous. So I'll just add it handfuls at a time. And this is going to make your stock even more rich. There we go. Just give it a quick little stir. You don't want to stir it much. You just want it to do its thing. So push it down in there and let it go. See that? Make sure y'all get a good view of how that looks. Yeah. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Yep. So, and that's just going to flavor it up. I didn't use the yellow pepper. I used orange, red, and green. Don't want to do a pepper overload. It's not going to be spicy or nothing, but you just don't want to overload your soup with peppers. The red and colored ones are sweet. I also, yes, you saw little leaves. That's from the celery. That's celery leaves. Celery leaves give it a good flavor. Adds an extra flavor. We'll let that cook some more. And we'll be back. Okay. In a minute. Okay. I'm back. So over here is where I chopped up the mirepoix. Just going to go in the soup. Let y'all see that. The red peppers, orange. We have onions, celery, the green peppers. Now this is diced. Let me come around. Sorry. That's diced. The carrots. All that's diced. I'm sorry. There's the carrots. Carrots in there. It looks so pretty. Look around the bowl. You gotta show around the bowl. Look how pretty it looks. You can see the carrots at the bottom down there. Yep. So I diced all that up. Now this will go in the soup. And it'll cook down. Some people saute. That is so pretty looking. Some people saute their veggies first, but I don't have to. It's enough flavor in there. Let me show you the seasonings that I also use. I have a meat tenderizer that you can put on your meat. I didn't season the meat because it just rinses off. The broth will soak into it. That's my MamaQ's seasoning. Lemon pepper, poultry seasoning. When I show y'all what I do once I rinse it and pull the meat off, I'll add some of these seasonings to it. Total seasoning. I know I love that too. And garlic powder and a little bit of lemon pepper. Yep. So we'll add those ingredients and to the chicken a little bit. Probably about a teaspoon of each. Just to, you know, get a chicken an added flavor. And you don't want to make it too salty. And we'll pull the pieces of meat off and put it back in the pot with the stock we're making over there, and pour those veggies in there, and then let it cook for about another 20-30 minutes, and you're done. The most time in this is boiling the chicken, getting that done and building your flavors for the broth. That's the most time. So it's about an hour and 30 minutes tops. And that's it. Okay, we'll be back. So now, everyone, I'm getting ready to strain the broth because it's ready. You have to be very careful. It's going to probably take me a couple of times. I have a bowl up under there. And you just want to... Oh boy. So we have to be careful. I'm going to transfer it to another pot because it's filling up. This is a lot of broth. So I'm going to transfer it over. See, you can keep all that goodness. We're going to just peel that off and stuff. Okay, let's do it again. And this way you'll pull the bay leaves and stuff out. That goes in the throwaway bag. See, I pulled the bay leaf out. I'm going to take this broth and pour it back in the pot. Okay. See that? Smoking hot. Be careful. I'm gonna just go on and dump this back in the big pot on the stove. So there's everything. I'm gonna pull the chicken, and what we're gonna do is add the other veggies to the pot. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my veggies to this stock. I'm gonna take my spoon here and taste the broth that we made. And it's really hot, so y'all be careful. Perfect. So we're gonna add the veggies that I chopped up earlier. Be careful because this is hot. Wish y'all could smell this. It smells so good. Add the veggies in. Can't forget about our noodles. Now again, I'll probably only add half a bag because they swell up really big and you don't want to take away from that beautiful broth. It's about half. Also, for more flavor, I'm going to put a can of Campbell's cream of chicken soup. There we go. Just want to get that in there. I'm gonna mix it up really good. That helps with the flavoring too. If I'm gonna eat chicken noodle soup, it has to have flavor overload. And this will kind of give it a little thicker. Now, if you want it creamy, you can make your roux and add it to it with some flour, butter, and a skillet. Add a little milk to it to thicken it up, and then pour it in here. But I don't make a roux to this, so this is what I do. Now, those noodles are fresh noodles, so they're not going to take long at all. And then, look how tender that chicken is. Make sure y'all can see that, how the bone just pulled off. See if I can get y'all a closer view of the chicken. So y'all can see. Y'all see? Okay. It's hot. So I'm just gonna pull the meat off. Get me a knife or a fork. Fork should work. And I'm just gonna pull the skin and bones out. Now the chicken breasts I'll probably chop because they're thicker. But like the legs, see, they just come apart. See that? Make sure there's no bone there. Drop it in your pot. Make sure there's no bone. Drop it in your pot. And that's all you do. Take those vegetables that are already cooked with it, put it back in there. Hey, we save everything for there. It's good. Oh, wait, guys. I didn't do one thing. And this is meat. It's just shredding. I gotta put a little seasoning on the meat. Just remember those seasonings I had showed you? Leave them over there. I'm not gonna use the meat tenderizer because that's the tenderized meat. We're gonna put that up. But I am gonna put a little bit of lemon pepper on the chicken. And this, you do this all to taste. Some poultry seasoning, which I gotta open up. Sprinkle a little of this poultry seasoning in there. This is strong too, so y'all have to be careful with that poultry seasoning because it is strong. That's enough. My total seasoning. This is the best. You can put this on everything. Put a little bit of that on there. And just a splash of MamaQ's. Can't leave me out, right? Alright. And we just continue. That's all.
Well, you gonna edit this out. Mom, you should be on that side of the stove. Like over there.
You ain't edit out. No, you talking.
So you can see. I'm sorry, Mom, but your Android ain't cutting it. You had an iPhone when you was working at that place.
I never had an iPhone here.
No, remember you was working at the place that gave you an iPhone? It was like your work phone, though.